back everyone, and welcome to the second video in my Instagram kanji review series. For those of you who are new, let me break it down for you. Every month, from Monday through Friday, I introduce a new kanji based on what you might find on the JLPT, or the Japanese Language Proficiency Test. The test is broken down into 5 subtests, if you will. The N5 to the N1, with the N5 being the easiest and the N1 being the most difficult. Every Monday I introduce a new N5 kanji, Tuesday is N4, going to Friday which is N1. I also include a couple of words that the kanji can be found in, just to give you a basic idea of how it's used. If you haven't seen my previous video, I would highly recommend looking at that first, and the link should be up here somewhere. Hey, sorry for the interruption. I was trying to get the annotated cards to work on YouTube to show you my previous video, but couldn't seem to get that to work. So I will instead put the link to my previous kanji review series video in the description box. Now back to your regularly scheduled YouTube video. Now with that out of the way, I've got my trusty iPad here with a breakdown for all the words I'll be introducing today, and let's get started. So our first N5 kanji will be 8. The onyomi is hachi, and the kunyomi are ya and yo. Our first word will be hacho. This combines the kanji for 8 and street or ward to give you skillfulness. And our second word is yoka, and this combines the kanji for 8 and day to give you the 8th day of the month. Our next kanji is character or letter. It only has onyomi, which is ji. And the first word for this is kanji. This combines the kanji for China and character to give you Chinese character. And our second word is myoji. And this combines the kanji for seedling and character to give you family name or surname. Our next kanji is Meadow or original. The onyomi is gen and the kunyomi is hara. Our first word is harappa, which just has the kanji for Meadow or original in it, and it means open field. And the second word is genin, and this combines the kanji for Meadow and cause or factor to give you origin. Our next kanji is cloud. The onyomi is un, and the kunyomi is kumo. Our first word is rayun, which combines the kanji for thunder and cloud to give you, you guessed it, thundercloud. And our second word is yamikumo, and this combines the kanji for disorder or gloom and cloud to give you reckless and haphazard. Our next kanji is sheep. The onyomi is yo, and the kunyomi is hitsuji. Our first word is yoniku. This combines the kanji for sheep and meat to give you mutton. And the second word is hitsuji no mure, and this combines the kanji for sheep and crowd to give you a flock. Going back to N5, our next kanji is 9. The onyomi are ku and kyu, and the kunyomi is kokono. Our first word is kyushu. This combines the kanji for 9 and province or state to give you Kyushu, the southernmost of the 4 main islands of Japan. And our next word is kokonoka, and this combines the kanji for 9 and day to give you the 9th day of the month. Our next kanji is town or street. The onyomi is cho, and the kunyomi is machi. Our first word is machi hazure. This combines the kanji for town and outside to give you the outskirts. And the next word is chonai. This combines the kanji for town and inside to give you neighborhood. Our next kanji is snow. The onyomi is setsu, and the kunyomi is yuki. Our first word is yuki daruma. This just has the kanji for snow, and then daruma is in hiragana, although there are kanji for it, but it's not really used that much. This means snowman. And our second word is setsujosha. This combines the kanji for snow, above, and car to give you snowmobile. Our next kanji is boulder or rock. The onyomi is gan, and the kunyomi is iwa. Our first word for this is ganban, which combines the kanji for boulder or rock and tray or platter to give you bedrock. And our next word is iwa nobori. This combines the kanji for boulder or rock and nobori, which means climbing, to give you rock climbing. Our next kanji is poem or poetry. The onyomi is shi, and the kunyomi is uta. Our first word for this is shijin. This combines the kanji for poem and person to give you a poet. Our next word is uta, which means song. Normally there will be a different kanji used for this, but according to the dictionaries that I've been using, you can also use this for the same meaning, but expect to see a different kanji for this. Our next kanji is ten. This has three onyomi, ju, ji, and ju. Now it's kind of hard to hear it just saying them by themselves, but the ju and the ju are more pronounced when you have them in a word, so you can kind of hear the differences. And the kunyomi for this are to and to. So this one's a bit weird. The first word for this is jubun, which combines the kanji for 10 and part or segment to give you enough or satisfactory. And the second word is juppun, which also combines the kanji for 10 and part or segment to give you 10 minutes. Now you are most likely to see the number 10 when you see juppun or 10 minutes. And our second word for this will be touka, which combines the kanji for 10 and day to give you the 10th day of the month. Our next kanji is correct or justice. The onyomi are sei and shou, and the kunyomi are tada and masa. Our first word is seigi, which combines the kanji for correct and righteousness to give you justice or righteousness. And the second word is tadashi, which just has the kanji for correct or justice, and this is the adjective which means right or proper. Our next kanji is scribe or account. The onyomi is ki, and the kunyomi is shiru. Our first word is kyoku, which combines the kanji for scribe and recollection to give you memory or recollection. And the second word is shirusu, which is the verb which means to write down or to inscribe. Our next kanji is star or mark. The onyomi are sei and shou, and the kunyomi are hoshi and boshi. Our first word is hoshi uranai, which combines the kanji for star and fortune telling to give you astrology. And the second word is seiza, which combines the kanji for star and seat to give you constellation. And there's another seiza you might be familiar with, which is the way of sitting where you put you fold your legs underneath you. This has the same second kanji for sitting, but the first is actually the kanji I went over a little previously for correct or proper. Our next kanji is beans or pea. The onyomi are to and zu, and the kunyomi is mame. Our first word is edamame, which combines the kanji for branch and bean to give you edamame. And the second word is tofu. This combines the kanji for bean and rot to give you tofu. Not the most appealing kanji, but it is what it is. Our next kanji is 100. The onyomi are hyaku and byaku, and the kunyomi is momo. Our first word is hyaka jiten. This combines the kanji for 100 section, fact, and rule to give you encyclopedia. And the second word is momochidori, and this combines the kanji for 100, 1,000, and bird to give you various kinds of birds. Our next kanji is red. The onyomi are seki and shaku, and the kunyomi is aka. Our first word is akachan. This combines the kanji for red and the suffix chan, which is a term of endearment normally used with girls' names, and this means baby. And our second word is sekimen. The kanji are red and surface, and this means blushing. Our next kanji is picture or drawing. It only has onyomi, which are kai and e. Our first word is kaiga, which combines the kanji for picture or drawing and picture again to give you painting or picture. And our second word is emoji, which combines the kanji for picture, sentence, and character to give you emoji. Our next kanji is door or counter for houses. The onyomi is ko and the kunyomi is to. Our first word is toguchi, which combines the kanji for door and mouth to give you doorway. And the second word is koseki, which combines the kanji for door and enroll or membership to give you the family registry. And our last kanji is warehouse. The onyomi is so and the kunyomi is kura. Our first word is sooko, which combines the kanji for warehouse and warehouse to give you warehouse. And the second word is kuramoto-san, and this combines the kanji for warehouse and original, and then san, which is a name ender, to give you brewer. And one interesting thing about san is not only can it be used at the end of people's names, but also at the end of names of occupation titles. So, for example, Honya-san would be a bookseller, and Oisha-san would be a doctor. And that does it for the June version of our Instagram kanji review. If you aren't following me on Instagram, I would really appreciate it, as well as liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope I will see you in the next video. Till then.